Okay, this little video is a kind of a commemorative or adding on to Michael Steinbacher and what he found out in Southwest or Western America, what he believed were the mountains were created and a lot of the, craters, potholes, just the geological features were created by huge plasma storms. And I'm using this fake video from NASA of the Earth spinning, but I'm going to lay it out flat so I can kind of show what Michael was saying and what I believe would take what he asked farther. He said, where else on the planet can we find these kind of, geological features that were made by these plasma storms? So if you look here, the way he kind of explained it was there was two, if you see where the red circles are, two huge birkeland currents. He was thinking one of them was cutting the United States, North America, and the other one was kind of cutting South America. And it's very possible the way it looks. And here's another scenario it could have been. One's cutting the Aleutian Islands up by Alaska, up around that ring on the Pacific, and the other one's kind of cutting down through Central America, making that swing of it. I think that might have been a possibility. And then possibly they moved like this to where the first one moved over and cut the Pan America or Central American loop, and the other one moved down South America and made the cut down there on the tip of South America. And I believe, just like the southwestern United States, it's fried to a crisp. And that's why the Sahara Desert's the way it is in the south part of Africa. I think they moved across the Atlantic and they slammed into Africa and started scratching there. Maybe they moved across the water pretty easily. I think they moved across Africa into Saudi Arabia, India, and this cut the Alps, the Mount Everest, all that was cut by this, or stacked, by these birkeland currents. Egypt's burnt to a crisp, all the granite there. And I think it moved on to, Russia, parts of China, and it hit Australia, the other one, the other birkeland current. They're all burnt to a crisp through there, if you see, all across the globe. And, our ancestors said, here we go, this is going on. I saw the signs in the sky, the gods, the planets, what have you. And several different tribes and places have written down and had, legacies of myths that said the sun rose in the west, that the earth changed direction. So I don't know if the birkeland currents grabbed it and pulled it backwards, and that's when they moved easterly because the earth was turning westerly when this happened. It was pulling the earth towards the birkeland currents. And you can imagine that probably flipped the iron core in the center. My theory says it's a big magnet. It probably flipped it almost over, and that's why they see the rotation, the flip of the magnetic field in the rocks around the earth, the iron rocks, because it's when this happened, let alone the crust getting burnt. And can you imagine the volcanoes, all the volcanic tubes that are used to the earth turning in a normal direction, all of a sudden it turns backwards or stops. You're going to have stuff blowing out of the ground while these currents are burning. Unbelievable. I'm just kind of adding on to what Michael said. Just look across the globe and see where you think more of this could have happened. He didn't get to travel everywhere. He did go down to South America, but you can just see when you lay it out flat where it was and what happened. This is just my little excerpt. Thanks for watching.